It's Massimo Capra, everybody. We have to have our catch-up sessions.
Thank you.
During commercial breaks. I don't get to see you because you're traveling the world.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've been cooped up in restaurants for 6 months now. Please.
Have you?
Yeah, it's been bad.
Know. I see you as this world traveler, but now, no, this is the season. You have everybody coming to your restaurant, which is not a bad thing.
There's nothing.
That's a good thing.
Exactly. There's nothing I like more than parading around a little suitcase. You know, that's my baby.
Now, listen, this is the time of year when all of us are looking for the asparagus because it looks so good.
It's the official beginning of summer, right? I mean, asparagus. We've gone through already the fiddle heads, the ramps, and now we got garlic scapes and asparagus.
Yeah.
Ontario asparagus, for people that live in Ontario, fantastic. They're the most flavored. They're beautiful.
Okay.
But there is a lot of different things that are called asparagus, right? I mean, like this one. This is sunfire or glasswort or
I don't even think I've
sea
ever seen
beans
these
or
before.
whatever. They're not asparagus at all, but that's
they
what
aren't?
they're sold as sea asparagus.
Oh, sea asparagus.
Then we have wild asparagus. This one here.
It looks like wheat.
Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, it looks like wheat, huh?
Yeah, right?
I know. But delicious.
How does this
is
stuff
wild.
taste, though? Does it taste like? How does it compare to?
Want to taste one? I have
this?
it. I'll make you taste. I'll make
I don't
you eat
want to
one
taste
later.
one. I don't think. No.
It tastes like asparagus.
Does it taste like asparagus?
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between when you look at the white, the red, and the green?
Well, okay. There is the green one is the one that everybody knows and it is available everywhere.
Love it.
Now these are small. There is also a smaller one called spaghetti asparagus, and in the restaurant we buy them because you don't have to do anything to them. You just buy them, cut the back over here, and steam it.
Oh, nice.
Or saute it or do whatever you want to do, but it is very fine and you don't have to peel or you don't have to do anything. Now, when it comes down to big, thick asparagus like this one,
huge.
you want to peel them. The problem is that these are purple asparagus, and when you put them in hot water and always a little bit of seasoning in it, hot water will make them green, and when you peel them, you see that they are green, right?
Right.
So that's how it is. Now, asparagus, the tip is what the good part is, and it's only about this much that is really nice and soft. Once you peel them, then you can eat them another 2 inches, and then the rest is very woody. It tends to be very woody.
So get rid of that stalk at the very end. It's always really tough.
They grow white, for instance. These ones are grown and always covered so that there is no photosynthesis, right?
Oh,
I mean, so they don't become green.
Yeah.
Similar to Belgian endive.
Yeah.
So that they cover it up, they keep it in the dark so that they grow. And these are sweeter, they have less bitterness.
Okay.
They are really a big delicacy all over France, Italy, Switzerland, and so on.
Okay,
now,
good.
the white asparagus, you always have to peel. And to peel them, they tend to snap a lot. So you have to make sure the asparagus is down flat, and then you just slowly.
Are they a little gentle and fragile? The white ones?
They are. Oh, look.
Okay.
You can make them
but the
really
taste
snap.
makes it worth it in the end.
Absolutely.
All right.
Now, this is the way that you should do it all the time. You cut the bottom, always, and blanched, or you can eat them raw, and you will see the recipe I have later.
Okay.
Is a pasta with raw asparagus, which is all the rage right now. I like to cook asparagus a little bit more when I cook them. I don't really want them al dente. I want them a little bit softer because they have more asparagus flavor. I love the strong asparagus flavor. I love that.
Okay, well, speaking of strong asparagus flavor,
Yeah.
you've got a recipe here, so it's a risotto.
Oh, this is a beautiful risotto.
An asparagus risotto, but there's strawberries in there.
Okay, strawberries, asparagus, and a little touch of balsamic vinegar, which is 15-year-old balsamic as a garnish, and pepper.
That's a good combo.
Delicious. Shall we get going with it?
Yeah, let's get it started.
Let's get on with it? Okay. So we have our risotto start always the same way. Onions, very finely pureed and cooked all the way. You don't want to be crunching onions. No. You put your rice in. And this is a 15-minute recipe, so put everybody on hold. So we put the rice in. We make sure that the rice becomes nice and warm.
Yeah.
Okay, the whole thing has to be nice and hot. So you touch it, and you see that it's starting to get warm, so because you add the wine.
All right.
You want to hear the magical sound.
I like that sound.
Then to make risotto, you need always a boiling stock, whether it's vegetable stock, chicken stock, up to you. I always prefer chicken stock.
Flavor?
In this case here, light chicken stock, not strong.
Yeah.
You make sure that the wine is completely evaporated and everything is dry. Otherwise, you get a lot of acidity from the wine. You want just the fruit, you want the sweetness, but you don't want the acidity. The stock, seasoned all the way that you like it seasoned, because that's the way that you're going to have your risotto. Okay? So I fortified this stock here with the asparagus stems and the skins and everything else, and then I strained it.
That's what gives it the flavor.
Exactly.
Now watch the bicep work. Are you going to put that into that?
Well, yeah, this
Look
is nothing.
at it.
Oh, come on, this is nothing.
Look.
So you start putting, you start putting
I have a
your.
hard time doing that, and I have pretty good biceps.
No, come on.
See, look. Okay.
Once that you add your broth, it should be boiling immediately. Otherwise, you end up breaking the kernel of rice, and then it becomes a mushy, ugly risotto.
Dude, would you agree that risottos can be a little bit fussy?
A little bit?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're fussy,
So,
right?
right.
Okay.
Now, any Italian rice, which should be the only one used to make risotto,
Right.
will take between 14 and 16 minutes to cook. Okay? So let me add a little bit of that. Let's hope that this boils fast, and
How long
then I'll
did
show
that
you.
all take? Was that about 15 minutes, 10 minutes?
We are starting it. It takes about 15 minutes from 15, 16 minutes from the time you start adding the water. So this one is done.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of it, and we'll move on
We'll focus
to
on this
something
guy.
else. Sorry, I am dealing with hot stuff here. So now this stuff here, let's say it's been cooking for about 13, 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Now we add our strawberries.
So that's pretty much at
Right.
the end.
At
because
the
it's
end.
fruit, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't need a long time in there.
And I reserve the tips of the asparagus.
Okay.
Okay? Now, I reserve the
extra
tips and I
flavor.
put them in. Just like that.
So you're getting a really, really strong asparagus flavor here.
Oh, yes. You want the strong asparagus flavor, and because the asparagus got a little bit of bitterness, so you want a little bit of strawberries over there, the sweetness of the strawberries, and it is the call of summer, right? I mean,
It is.
May, June is when we get all of this stuff. So now you have making risotto is...
Yeah. Watch it.
Okay, watch
right?
it.
This is
You
the
have-
recipe where you do not go and watch a soap opera and come
No.
back. No.
No. You have to stir it continuously.
You have to watch
Okay.
and stir and stay on top of it.
Exactly.
So I
Stay
don't
on
make
top of it.
risottos.
No, but I mean,
gotta stay on top of
you
it.
want the risotto not to be dry. You want it to be
Yeah.
flowing.
Look at
It
how
should never
good
be
that
molded.
looks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you don't
You should
want
never be
it.
molding it. Risotto is very simple.
Okay.
So once this is ready, we
Mm-hmm.
add a little bit of butter, and notice that there was no butter in the beginning of the recipe.
that's
This
true.
is not 1960 anymore.
Yeah. So lighten it up a little bit.
Lighten up a little. Even for me, I rather put butter in at the very end, just like
Yeah.
I'm doing. And generally, when you put the butter in, you take it off the fire. You add your cheese,
Oh, yeah,
just like
baby.
that. Copious amount of cheese. Go and I'll explain to you why. You never add the cheese to anything that is boiling,
Okay.
because the cheese will curdle,
Yeah.
and then it becomes really ugly, and you taste like a bad mozzarella.
Ew, okay, don't ruin it with the-
So
by
you
doing
wait,
that.
you go like that, you stir it, and then the trick on the risotto is you have to add a little bit of air into
I
it.
think
So
that's the trick right there.
Right. This is very easy.
Is
you want
it?
to do it?
Yeah, I
No,
wanna
you
try
don't want to
it.
get splattered. It's very wet right now
me just
because.
try one.
No, don't lift it. Don't lift it. Just
did it, kind of, twice.
Like that. Just boom and jerk
Okay,
it back.
well, I'm
yeah.
going to let you take over
very
there.
easy.
The recipe is on our website at
That's right.
cityline.ca. It's an amazing risotto. Give it up for Massimo.